Hi guys, I hope you're keeping well. It is strange times we're living in, isn't it? So I thought I would share a little bit of something from the Bible to encourage you. Now, I am a lover of routine. And this is so strange, isn't it? Having to be in your house all the time. It has completely mucked my routine up. You know, I knew when I was going to get up. I know that what I've got to do when I get up. I make me and Lizzie a cup of tea, and it goes on from there. This has mucked my routine up completely. And I'm like, what do I do? When? How do I do it? I've got the whole day ahead of me. And I'm like, ah! So, I read this in Mark chapter 1. Verse 35, and it just gave me a bit of a focus for the day. It's so short and so simple. It's Mark 1 verse 35. I won't read it word for word, but it talks about how Jesus got up early in the morning to pray. And I just thought, in the midst of, for me, my routine being mucked up and whatever else, as I centre myself and start my day with prayer. Now, we're not all early birds. I am personally. However, some of us are night owls. We thrive at night, and that's completely fine. I'm not saying you've got to get up really early in the morning to pray. However, whenever your day starts, why don't you start off with prayer? Prayer helps us to focus, connect with God, and opens up a conversation so we can listen, but also so we can speak to God. And so I encourage you to follow Jesus' example. Get up whenever you do and pray, whether that's early in the morning or later in the morning or whenever you get up. Why don't you begin with prayer? Have a look at Mark 1 verse 35. Jesus does some amazing things at the start of the chapter, and then he realises, actually, I also need to connect with God, because sometimes we get so caught up with doing so many things in our routines that we forget to pray. So perhaps use this time to create a new routine, to install new things. So then when we do come back into a time of normality, there are those things already in place, like praying when we first get up. So I encourage you to pray. First thing when you get up. Let's finish with the way that Jesus taught us to pray. This is the way he said for his disciples to connect with God, and also for us too. So it's really well-known prayer. I'm going to read it from my Bible. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm reading. And this can be a way. Why don't you think about this, meditate upon this, use it as a way to pray for your town, for yourself, and for the world at large. So let's begin. You can maybe repeat this with me. I'll say it quite slowly. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Guys, stay safe, but for now, I will see you next time.